People of this community deserve to be safe and want to be safe.
So today you have two leaders in New Orleans, law enforcement casting blame on one another for what many see as a dangerous spike in violent crime. Good evening and thanks for joining us, everyone. That's where we begin this evening. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Karen Swenson. Earlier today, the New Orleans DA called a news conference.
Yeah, then right afterward, the NOPD chief tried to defend his department's commitment to fighting crime in the face of increasing violence. JD Career was there at both events asking questions to find out how things have gotten so bad and joins us now live with more on what they had to say. JD, a lot going on here.
Yeah, it's been dubbed as finger pointing between two of the city's top agents of law enforcement in the city in charge of making sure that we have order in the city when it comes to crime. Now, even though the two men say that they have their differences, they both agree that it's time to shut up and get to work together.
They may work around the corner from one another, but it seems like NOPD Chief Shaun Ferguson and District Attorney Jason Williams are worlds apart in bringing an end to the rising crime in New Orleans.
The city cannot afford to fail to accurately combat this current crime surge. We cannot let ego and politics get in the way of safety.
I think it was very unnecessary and most absolutely unwarranted for the district attorney to have taken the position that he has taken with the comments that he has made.
The two have been circling the ring, but finally decided to square up and go after one another. In one corner, the district attorney touted FBI numbers for the NOPD's 2020 solve rate. The DA saying the most important number that is critical to public safety is how frequently the NOPD makes an arrest and solves a case when a person is victimized.
The FBI data for 2020 states that the NOPD only solved 30% of murders, 35% of armed robberies, and only 8% of car thefts.
In the other corner, Police Chief Ferguson standing by his officers for the work they are doing during a global pandemic.
So for someone to ever question their integrity or their character or their will or their commitment to this city, I have a problem with that.
Williams says it's bigger than that.
The challenges we are facing right now in this critical moment are leadership challenges.
Pointing at a lack of financial support from government leaders for both his office and the NOPD.
We have carjacking surging, we have armed robbery surging, and we have homicide surging. Do you know how much new money we put into combating these things in the DA's office and the police department? None.
Recognizing the struggles the department is facing. Practically speaking, the two men seem to be on opposite sides. However, at their core, philosophically speaking, they both adamantly want the same thing, seemingly.
So we don't need finger pointing, but we do need honesty. We need to be honest about what we're dealing with here. We need to be honest about our solve rate. And we need to figure out ways collectively to increase that solve rate together.
We need to sit down and identify actionable items to make our city safer. So yes, hell yes, when I say there's no accountability or there are no consequences to their actions, that is a collective statement that we all need to come together and figure out how to overcome.
The chief will be meeting with the New Orleans City Council at Thursday's council meeting, and the DA will be there on Monday to speak with the council as well. Live from NOPD headquarters, JD Career, Eyewitness News.
We'll be covering both of those appearances. Thank you, JD.